final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So TCU's offense will get the football first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make...
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
That's caught. It's Bonds. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. It's Seals. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. So Texas Tech's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And guys, we talk about how tight ends are a quarterback's best friend. Boy, this guy may take friendship to a whole nother level.
Yeah, it's so nice to have a guy that his size, the athletic ability, and here's why it's always so good. Jesse, what do you want to do, man? Put a linebacker on him, put a safety on him. Nowadays, these guys can win, and it just really makes offense so much easier to run, and it goes pretty smooth.
Yeah, you're right. This guy is a matchup nightmare. And it seems like every week, defensive coordinators go in, and they don't respect his athleticism, and it ends up burning them. They're going to find out the hard way today if they try to play him and match.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches. They find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
The Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Dropping back, it's Morton. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, I had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Red Raiders are threatening on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Horned Frogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third. He lost one down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. They make the stop, but a big pickup thanks to the big arm from this senior quarterback.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field.
There he goes. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Give to the running back. Inside the 30. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Pulls and fires complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
To the air, it Seals. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. He got it. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
The Red Raiders will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Seals. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. All by himself down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Red Raider! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Knocked out of bounds at the 43, but an outstanding return there. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Back to pass. This time it's complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
The play-action fake. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They want to run it left here. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hudson. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Quarterback making checks. The Red Raiders are marching down the field. On the move, it's Joyner. And some room to work. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be
turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw, it's Seals. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's McAllister. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. And the Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. First down for this offense. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg. Bears the pressure. He'll pull it down. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Red Raider. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Finds his man. It's Small. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking downfield, it's Morton. Grab near the marker. It's Virgil. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McAllister. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups where you see, I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Barnes. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold.
His offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Seals. Caught behind the line, it's Barnes. Now on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Joyner. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That is such great discipline by this defense. Bootleg is misdirection, right? Like showing something going the other way, roll the quarterback out. But when you read it and you see it and you don't bite on the other direction, you can make big plays, and the defense comes up with the big sack.
Got it in the middle. It's Douglas. Stumbled to the ground.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking for a man. It's Morton. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Red Raiders didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Back to throw, it's Seals. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete out of the backfield. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the returner will be dragged down. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Morton. A little release to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Red Raider! The defense putting points on the board.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the 2nd half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Found the spot in the defense. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this.
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll try the right side. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Joyner. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Caught near the sticks. It's Eakin. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Get set, get set.
A first down run on the doorstep. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. Fitted in the window for the score.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Power football with the run. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll run the sneak for it. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Gonna look downfield again. Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Seals. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Horned Frogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Payne. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Got him downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the 2nd half to get back in this game?
Got it in the middle. It's Joyner. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And how nice is it, David, on 3rd down to have a viable option running routes out of your backfield? That's why this running back is so valuable to this offense.
Yeah, and what matchup do I want to play? I want to play matchups where I have the advantage. I got a speed matchup of a linebacker versus a running back. Nice route, looking like he's going outside, cuts it in. Nice timing and rhythm with the quarterback. Nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense working from the pistol. Give to the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Rides to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. With the clock running, this should be the final play. And he took it right down to the wire. Final game of the season, but they are now bowl eligible, and they can cash in on those extra practices and bonding time.
It's really a great moment. Like, he worked so hard. And listen, this team, the season didn't go exactly how they wanted it to go, but to end on a high note is really good. And yes, Palmer, talking about those moments, the free vacation, the hotel, the new spot, the new things you get to do, the practice is fine, but extra time with your boys.
No doubt about it. Memories that will last a lifetime. The bowl experience is something today in the college football playoff that gets overlooked a lot, but it still means so much to these players. They worked so hard this offseason. You're right. It was a roller coaster of a season.